Hi there! I was hoping to withdraw some of your delicious vanilla porter.
I can get your beer here for you.
Thank you! Many years ago, 3 wise women told me, Dave, they said, don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the streams that you're used to. And we have stuck to the river that we're used to. We've gone up the Mississippi River, and we found ourselves here in Holy Cross at TLC Brew Works.
Yes.
This is Carol. You are the C of TLC.
I am.
Now, TLC actually stands for a couple of different things.
It does. It stands for Tom,
Tom.
Who is my brother-in-law.
Tom's the brother-in-law.
Linda. Who is my sister.
Sister.
Yes.
So TLC, Tom, Linda, Carol, also this local community.
Exactly.
And
we brew with tender, loving care.
See how that works? So Holy Cross is a town of like 400 people?
Maybe 400
Right.
people.
I think it's possible. I'll have to go back and check the numbers. We don't really have numbers to check.
It's
but
small.
I'm pretty sure this is the smallest town we've ever been to on the show that has its own brewery. So congratulations, you've won a prize. Why Holy Cross?
So the T and the L, Tom and Linda, have lived in Holy Cross, Iowa for almost 39 years.
Okay.
We like to drink beer. 2 out of the 3 of us like to drink beer. Linda is not a huge fan of beer, so
Really?
she can always be the designated driver, which
But
is
doesn't
fantastic.
that work out?
It does. She does always have to taste the beer that we brew. But we were at a brewery. We decided, hey, when we retire, we should do something fun like start a brewery, and it was a unanimous decision by Tom and Carol that we should definitely start a brewery.
Yeah, so 66% in
Yeah.
this equation equals unanimous.
That is actually what we need for our operating agreement is
Okay.
a majority.
Okay, so the majority, you got your quorum.
We did.
And here you are.
Here we are.
Now the space that we're in, this was at one time a bank.
It was.
A DB&T?
It was a DB&T originally in 1978 when the building was built.
Okay.
It was a Farley State Bank, and then it was purchased by DB&T.
So how long has this not been a bank?
I believe about 5 years.
Because the vibe is, it was a bank fairly recently.
Fairly
But not so recently that it looks like a new bank.
No.
I mean, it's a step back into time here.
So when you come in the front door, there was a vestibule there originally, and if you look at the ceiling, we actually took that out, but you can see on the ceiling where the walls were.
Okay.
And downstairs where we brew now, you will see that, or well, I will tell you, when you see the downstairs, that was an area that the bank actually rented out for events. So for instance, Tom and Linda had their 25th wedding anniversary there. All 3 of their children took driver's ed there.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Driver's ed and
Ed.
events.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, and Boy Scout meetings.
Wow. So this building has been for Holy Cross like the center of town.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Right.
It really served the community well at a time. Behind us is the teller counter, which we really only added plumbing to. That's kind of the only thing that we did that was different. There's a drive-through window that actually still works. We can serve beer out there. We are legally allowed to as well. There are 2 offices here that what we really did is take out the doorways and the window and leave them pretty much intact.
The furniture looks like it maybe came with the building. Some of it.
Much
some
of the
it.
furniture
Okay.
came with the
It's
building.
got
That
like
is
a
correct.
banky vibe.
Banky vibe, yes. And then we kind of opened up what was sort of the break room for the bank, and then completely remodeled the bathroom. We do still have the vault, which is right behind us here. We use that now. We do pizzas, but there are 2 sets of safe deposit boxes, which are still in there. We have all the keys. There was nothing left.
Oh, that was probably one of the first things you checked.
It was one of the first
Were you very
things, yes.
excited, like maybe somebody forgot something
we
and
didn't
finders
know.
keepers, losers weepers?
We actually, well, Linda and Tom more than me, but we actually know the people that worked here. They're very efficient, very
Yeah,
thorough, so they
that
did
makes
not leave
sense. That
anything,
makes
no.
When you shared with people your plans and you said we're going to open up a brewery, a microbrewery in Holy Cross, I imagine there were a lot of people that said, where is Holy Cross? And then people who know where Holy Cross is probably said, are you sure Holy Cross?
People that I knew, having lived in the Quad Cities for such a long period of time, were like, now where's Holy Cross at? So I literally would explain to them, Do you know where Dubuque is?
Right.
Yes. Do you know where Dyersville is? Yes. Holy Cross.
There you go.
So that's usually what I would say, because people tend to know Dyersville because of the Field of Dreams. They know Dubuque because, well, it's Dubuque. So.
And for folks who are Quad City beer tourists, I mean, when you make your way up to Dubuque to check out the great breweries there, and you go to, you know, Textile in Dyersville, you make this part of the plan, and you're
Absolutely.
good to go.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of that? I imagine you have to.
We really do. So there is Dyersville. Piasta has a tap room now, which is great. Dyersville actually has Seven Hills and Textile.
Oh, wow.
Guttenberg, as well as Franklin Street in Manchester, are all kind of pretty close for a day trip easily.
So the beers that you make here,
Yes.
what are you into? What am I about to enjoy?
You're about to enjoy a Scottish ale.
Now, this is something you make all the time.
We make it all the time. It is one of our most popular ones. The name for that is Half Crown, because that was a Scottish coin back in the day.
Tying into
way
the
back
banking
in the
thing,
day.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
So this is a Scottish.
Scottish ale.
The aroma on this, before it even hits your lips, outstanding.
It's not for the faint of heart in that it's a 7.3% ABV beer.
I would never guess that in a million years.
It's smooth. I will.
7.3?
Yeah, I will actually tell you that when people come in and they say, "What do you have that's the closest to Busch Light?" We might give them a Hefeweizen, even though it doesn't taste like Busch Light. But
Sure.
every time we'll say, "Try this. Don't be afraid of the color."
Right, right.
And I would say 60% of the time, people go, "Oh, I'll have that."
Yeah, this is outstanding. Well, listen, Holy Cross is the kind of place that you may not assume that would have an incredible brewery. You might drive right past it on your way to, you know, if you were going from Dubuque to Decorah or whatever, don't drive past it. And this is absolutely a place that needs to be on your list of places to visit when you're in Northeast Iowa. TLC Brewworks, Holy Cross, it's just an outstanding place. And you guys are really, you're knocking it out of the park.
Thank you.
Cheers. The Lindsay Lohan remake of The Parent Trap informed your life decision.
Absolutely, it did.